Sir Lane Saxby.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And I, like other colleagues, have spoken out many times about dentists in this House and in the earlier debate this year. Indeed, the very first letter I wrote as an MP back in 2019 was about the dental contract brought to my attention by one of my dentist practice back in Barnstaple. And I cannot stress the severity of the dental desert that is now Devon, with not a single NHS practice accepting new patients. Not a week goes by without correspondence from a constituent in distress. As William Shakespeare himself said in Much Ado About Nothing, for there was never yet philosopher that could endure the toothache patiently, and nor should they. It really is time that something is done, and I would just like to say a thank you to the current Health Secretary for recognising dentistry within the ABCD, that there is a problem, and also the current Minister's predecessor for at least taking some steps towards addressing the contract, which is clearly the undermining problem within this situation. But that's a long-term solution. The steps outlined there and training more dentists are not going to address the current situation. A friend only last weekend explained to me that they had actually managed to get a dental appointment. They were already registered, and when they actually got there, they were told they needed to see the dental hygienist. So they went to book an appointment. It was a 6-month wait to see the dental hygienist, who then told them that they needed to have a second appointment to do the other half of their mouth. So they went to book in to be given another 6-month wait before they could see the dental hygienist. So it took a full year. As they said, it's a bit like cleaning the Forth Bridge. You know, this is not how our constituents' teeth should be treated, and my concern extends to my younger constituents. The number one reason youngsters under 18 are admitted to hospital in my patch is linked to their teeth. At a time when our hospitals are under such duress anyway, could we not do something to help ensure that people are able to see a dentist? My frustration is extended by the fact that I have now managed to secure and find 2 separate methods for getting dentists into North Devon. Now, whilst I do not mind doing this for my constituents, indeed I welcome doing anything I can to help my constituents, I'm not quite understanding why it's coming down to us as individual MPs to deliver the dentistry that our constituents so desperately need. The COVID catch-up funding in Devon, less than 13% of the money was spent because there is no one to deliver the treatment. My NHS dentists, who do work to train up new dentists from the nearest dental schools, advise that these youngsters do not wish to remain in NHS dentistry. We need to really address that those that train with it to become dentists under the public purse should have to serve as NHS dentists for a certain period of time. But they wish to go on and do cosmetic dentistry, which pays much better. And the good people of North Devon in the main are not looking for cosmetic dentistry. We are much more interested in fillings and dentures and ensuring our young people go on to have good quality teeth when they get past the age of 10. So I would just really urge the Minister, and I hope that the new team do remain in place long enough to actually push forward some of these changes. We really need dentists on buses or similar to get to remote rural communities and into schools to enable every child to have the dental checkup that they so deserve, and to provide that emergency access for those people who have failed to be able to secure a dental appointment, not because they haven't tried, not because of COVID, but simply because there is not a dentist that is available to see them, and not many people can afford to pay for the treatment that at this point they now need, having gone on for so long. So the other point I'd like to make is international dentists.
I wonder if the Honourable Lady, before she makes her other point, 2 things really. And my sons, who are now 21 and 18, always have NHS dentistry alongside me at the excellent Fen House practice in Spalding, but many of my constituents' children do not, as she said. And she talked about dental deserts and rural areas. Lincolnshire is amongst the worst of those, 38 dentists per 100,000 population. So she's right both about young people, and she's right about the particular problems faced by rural areas. And the Minister really, who I have high regard for, needs to give us very firm answers to those questions and a clear plan of what the government intends to do about it. There are a plethora of these private dentists, but too few NHS dentists.
And I thank my right honourable friend for his comments, and wise as always. The point which I was going to make was regarding international dentists, which again during the first lockdown I had an Indian dentist come and meet with me privately and forwarded that information back into the department, where apparently there are many Indian dentists who would be delighted, and we would welcome them open arms into North Devon. Indeed, we would welcome dentists from almost anywhere, actually anywhere, into North Devon. Such is the need, and I really would urge the Minister to look at what else can be done to speed up the access for those people who are completely well trained internationally to come over and actually look at our teeth. I'm going to finish there just by reminding everyone how important our teeth are, and anything that can be done, Minister, to actually enable particularly our youngsters, but those people who have really struggled to see a dentist, so that we can again say the dentist will see us now.